as of 2019, about 1.8 million people in Nigeria live with HIV, of which women dominate this number with about 1 million of them. Hello, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Ezeanolue. I'm a youth couple serving in Oboroke-Ihima, Kogi State. Right here, I bring to you the latest of my projects that I carried out under Community Development Service under the auspices of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. I organized HIV and AIDS sensitization seminar for about 200 secondary school students. HIV and AIDS in the 21st century, is this something that we should talk about? Or is it something that has been outdated, that has disappeared from the surface of the earth or something? So I demystify the mysticisms surrounding HIV and AIDS.
What I've learned from this program is how to prevent it and how to treat it. But HIV did not have cure, but can be prevented.
In East Asia, 83,000 people are living with HIV. While in Eastern Europe and Central Asia, there are about 1.4 million people living with HIV. In South and Southeast Asia, about 4 million people live with HIV. Whereas in Sub-Saharan Africa, we have about 23.5 million people that are living with HIV. According to the World Health Organization, about 37.6 million people across the globe live with HIV in the year 2020. In 2018, about 53,000 AIDS-related deaths was recorded in Nigeria. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I plead with you, kindly go ahead and click on the red subscribe button and activate the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload videos on this channel.
Just like you have the logo of your school, right? What's the symbol of HIV and AIDS? Huh? No. The symbol. It's here. It's on this stuff. So what's the symbol? No, you don't know. The symbol of HIV and AIDS is red ribbon. That's this one. Red ribbon. That's the symbol. Whichever thing we organize for you here, you take it seriously, right? So while we go ahead with all this, make sure you take notes, right? HIV and AIDS is a very important topic throughout the whole world. Very, very important. So that's why we brought it up. So don't think that it's not important. Take it very seriously, okay? Yes.
I am by name Mr. Nehemiah, and we want to take a look at HIV/AIDS, what it is, and how it can be contracted. Are we together? Yes. Now, first of all, let us know what HIV is. HIV/AIDS. HIV is, the full meaning is human immunodeficiency virus. It's a virus that affects humans. Are we together? HIV is a virus. Let me clarify us. HIV is a virus, and the disease it causes is called AIDS. What's the full meaning of AIDS? Acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Then HIV infection affects immune system. Now the main target of this virus is to what? Is to attack your immune system. You know, we have several systems in the body, isn't it?
Yes.
We have the digestive system, we have the nervous system, we have the what? Excretory system, we have the reproductive system, we have the hormonal system, and we have the immune system. Now, this immune system is just a coordination of the body to fight against diseases. Your immune system is the system in your body that deals with defense against attacks. Now, what this virus does, which is HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, what it does is that the moment you are infected, being infected means harboring or having the virus inside you. The moment the virus enters into you, it attacks your defense, which is your immune system. It weakens your immune system, and eventually it overcomes and overpowers your immune system. Now, when it does that, other illnesses begin to surface. Are we together?
Yeah, we are.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So HIV itself is not the disease, but it is a virus that causes the disease. Now, when it attacks the body, it gives way because your body will not be able to defend itself against attacks from Plasmodium, the microorganism that causes malaria, attacks from Salmonella paratyphus, the microorganism that causes typhoid, and several other diseases. So when this virus attacks your body, it kills your immune system, which opens door. It's just like as this room is now, you know, this door serves as defense. I mean, when this door is broken, anything and anybody can just enter at any time. So when the HIV virus infects an individual, it opens door for other diseases to surface or to come up. That is what it does. Then, normally, harmless infections such as flu, diseases such as flu, bronchitis. Bronchitis is the disease of the bronchi. The bronchi is part of your respiratory system. It is the bronchi that receives the air that you take in. It filters the air you take in before it passes it to the lungs. So when your bronchi becomes faulty, it is called bronchitis. That's the disease of the bronchi. Do you understand?
Yes.
So all these diseases that normally they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have been able to overpower you with the help of your immune system. When this virus enters your body, it gives way to diseases such as flu, syphilis, fever, bronchitis, and the rest. Are we together?
Yeah.
Then in addition, this virus, when it's not treated at its initial stage, it can lead to cancer. Are we together? It can lead to cancer. Now let us take a look at how this virus is transmitted. This virus is predominantly in part of the body that has fluid. You know what a fluid is? What's a fluid? A fluid is a liquid. So this HIV is mostly found in the part of the body that has fluid. For example, the blood. The blood is a fluid, right? It's a tissue fluid. Or it's a tissue. The blood is a tissue. It's a tissue fluid. So this virus is found in the blood. That's why you are always told that you should not use what sharp object that has been used by someone else before. Because when the sharp object cuts somebody that's infected and someone else that's not infected makes use of that object, there will be transfer or transmission of the virus. Are we together?
Yeah.
Now, this body fluid includes semen. Everybody say semen. Semen. Some of us are teenagers here, so I will not need to hide anything from you. The semen is the fluid that holds sperm cells. Are we together?
Yeah.
The semen is the fluid that holds sperm cells. It is whitish in nature, and that's why it is not advisable to have an unprotected sex, because somebody, a male that has HIV, there will be secretion, there will be, much presence of this virus in the semen. Any part of the body that has fluid is where you can find this virus. Hardly can you find the virus on the skin. You cannot find the virus on the skin because there is little or no fluid in the skin. So you find this virus in the part of the body that has much fluid. E.g., I said blood, right?
Yes.
I said what again? Semen.
Yes.
Semen, S-E-M-E-N, semen. And semen is the fluid that accommodates the sperm cells in male. Then 3, we have the vaginal fluids. We have the vaginal fluid. Vaginal fluid is present in females. If you are a young lady here, a time comes that you discharge some fluids. So those fluids harbors human immunodeficiency virus. Are you with me now?
Yes.
Then another place where this virus can be found in the body is in breast milk. Breast milk. It is not advisable for a HIV patient to breastfeed a child. Are you with me?
Yes.
It is not advisable for what? A HIV patient to breastfeed a child, because the breast milk contains high percentage of this virus. Are we together? Now, the body fluid only transmit HIV if they come in contact with an area that allows it to enter the body. Now, this virus cannot penetrate skin. Okay? It cannot penetrate the skin. So it only have access to your body when there is an opening. Opening such as the mouth. By taking in a child that's taking in breast milk from an infected person. Again, this virus can be contacted during sexual intercourse, because the vagina is an opening in the body of the female. The penis too has an opening. So this virus can only enter. You are smiling. Okay, don't listen. This virus can only penetrate into the body through the part of the body that has opening. Then, except you have a cut. When you have a cut, are we together?
Yes.
When you have, you know what I mean by when you have a cut. That means when you have a cut by either knife, razor blade, clipper. Yes. So when you have a cut and this object has already been used by an infected person, and this object cuts the person, the virus will remain on the surface of the razor blade. The virus can remain there for years. It will just remain there. It will not die. It will become inactive. That it's inactive doesn't mean it's not alive. It will just remain there.
If you want to make use of razor blade, make sure you buy your own. So in any case, especially for the males, if you want to go to a barbing salon to have a haircut, make sure you go there with your own personal clipper. Don't go there and use the clipper that has already been used to cut hair for millions of people. No, you may be exposed to the risk of contacting HIV. And when eventually that virus succeeded in overpowering your immune system, you will discover that your body will be very weak to fight infection. So at this point in time, the person or the HIV patient can have any infection or any disease at that particular period of time. During that period now, AIDS must have set in. So with this now, you will now see that you have a great risk of contacting HIV if you are being exposed. So
these are some pictures of HIV positive patients. So you relax on your seat and go down so that you see them, right? So this is an HIV. It's not meant to for life now. It's meant for you to learn. Because it's an unfortunate situation, right? So if care is not taken, you might end up like this. But it is human being. You can see it, right? You guys saw it. You want to love it. Don't worry.
What is the cure of HIV?
Now, what do we mean by antibiotics?
Antibiotics.
The question is that if you buy a razor blade and you drop it and the HIV person use it to cut his fingernail, and you take the razor blade and use to cut your fingernail and the razor blade cut your hand, does it mean that you have HIV?
Sir, a doctor needs to treat an infected person without handling himself can easily get HIV.
Huh?
If
What
you ask me,
is HIV?
please, I'm noting the question so I can hear you from you.
Sir, what is the causes of HIV?
What? You check your grammar very well. Check your grammar. Ask it again.
What is the causes of HIV?
Check your grammar.
What caused HIV?
You are making matter worse. What are the, we want to get correct grammar from you. What are the causes? So I repeat it.
What are the causes of HIV?
What is the cure for HIV AIDS? There, you know, cure is different from treatment. I hope you know that.
Yes.
Cure is different from treatment. If malaria has cure, once you are given the cure, you will not be able to have malaria. You will not have malaria again. Never. But when you have malaria and you treat it, after some time, it will what? So AIDS doesn't have any cure, but it can be treated. So treatment means you suppress the virus to the to the very minimal. Treatment means you suppress it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So HIV AIDS does not have cure, but it has treatment. And it will be much more easier if it is tested and diagnosed at its early stage. That's at stage 1. It's a virus known as human immunodeficiency virus. So it's a virus. HIV is a virus. Are you with me? Then AIDS is the disease that is being caused by HIV. So it would have been better if you asked that what causes AIDS, then I'll tell you it's HIV. HIV is a virus. Just you heard of coronavirus. And just as coronavirus, that's how HIV too is. Have I answered your question, Christiana? You know, since the baby inside the woman is connected to the mother, isn't it? Good. Because the water that's coming from the mother is entering into the child. The digested food is entering into the child. Abi? Through the what? Through the placenta or the umbilical cord. Good. Now, when technology, should I say, medicine or technology has advanced to the extent that if a woman or an infectious mother, or an infectious pregnant woman is carrying a child, there are some treatments that she can be given that the virus will not, be transferred to or be transmitted to the child. There are drugs for it. There are certain therapy and treatments.
Great Nigerian students. Finally, we have come to the end of the program. Let us put our hands together for the wonderful lecturer that have already enlightened me. Now we have seen that AIDS is real. Is AIDS real?
Yes!
We have seen different aspects of the enlightenment about what? AIDS and what? HIV, isn't it?
Yes.
So please, you have to be aware of it. Beware of how you can what? Take care of yourself in the area of what they have already put you through. Are you with me now?
Yes.
Please, let us clap for them very well because they are very, very well. They give us a very well enlightenment concerning
It's all right.
My name is Olicha David, and what I've learned from this program is how to prevent it and how to treat it. But HIV did not have cure but can be prevented. And
my name is Onotumi. So when HIV and AIDS are being discovered at an early stage, so it will be very much more easier for the doctor treating a patient to make sure that the patient lives healthy and lives longer for some years. So unlike those that just ignore it. So with this now, we decided to organize this program so that the general public will be aware that AIDS or HIV.
This stigma tied to people with HIV. So they feel they are less humans, they feel that's the end of life, that's the end of the world for them. But with the sensitization of this virus, it will be able to tell people how to prevent this virus, and those that have it, how to go about it, and to also rehabilitate them on the fact that even if they have the virus, or anybody that has the virus, it is not the end of this world. There are people living with this virus and they are living healthily, they are living fine. They are even living much more healthier than people that are not infected of the virus. So the need for desensitization is just to give people the awareness of how to live with this virus, because as it stands, the virus is not curable, but people are living with it and people are living healthily with it. So that is just the need for desensitization, and not just that, to enlighten the younger generation coming of what should and what can be done to stop or to limit or to prevent the spread of the virus. Thank you.
Yeah, so many thanks for your time, for staying here and watching this video through to the end. Thank you. And if you've watched this video up to this extent, it shows that perhaps you love the video. So if you like it, why not give it a thumbs up and share the video and drop your comments at the comment section so that I know what you're thinking about regarding these and other programs or projects that I have around here. So I want to take out this time too to appreciate some fellows that helped to facilitate this program in the presence of a handsome gentleman, Mr. Nehemiah, and a beautiful lady, Miss Umi. Thank you so much for your support. It was a very wonderful one. God bless you, Miss Umi and Mr. Nehemiah. My name is Sam Ezeanolue. I'm a youth group serving in Oboroke-Ihima, Kogi State.